Good morning, students. Today I remember a wonderful proverb, laughter is the best medicine. Children, laughing a lot relieves us from stress, and trying to remain happy makes us stop worrying. With this beautiful thought, let us learn the next poem, Have You Ever Seen? The poem Have You Ever Seen is written by Anonymous. That is, the writer of the poem is unknown. Children, the poet has used figures of speech pun to make the poem humorous and interesting. Here, he has also made use of homographs. Let us take out the textbook with the poem Have You Ever Seen?
Hello children, see that you complete the exercises of lesson A Synopsis, The Swiss Family Robinson. Moving on to our next lesson, it is a poem, Have You Ever Seen? The poet has not given a different title but has picked the words from the first line of the poem, Have you ever seen, followed by a question mark. Here, have is an auxiliary verb or a helping verb used for forming the perfect tenses. Ever means at any time up to now. Ever is used in questions and negative statements. Ever is an adverb which is used to add emphasis in negative sentences, commands, questions, and conditional structures. The author of the poem is anonymous, the composer not known. The poem has been written in rhyming couplets. The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABAB. Let us move on to warming up activity. We will learn homographs. Let us see what are homographs. Homographs are the words that have the same spelling but differ in meaning when used in different contexts. In the first example, a temple fair attracts a lot of crowd. Here, the word fair means an outdoor entertainment consisting of various stalls, slides, etc. In the next example, her performance in the test was fair, means moderately good or average. The first fair is a noun and the second one is adjective. Let us move on to the next example. A rose is the king of flowers. Rose means a sweet smelling flower in this example, which is a noun. In second example, the sun rose with a golden glow. In this example, rose is doing the work of a verb, that is to rise, to move above the horizon. Let us see the next activity that is there on page 12. Think of 5 homographs and list them below. Then write 2 sentences of your own to bring out the difference in meanings. Children, to help you, I have a list of 5 homographs with showing the difference in meanings along with the sentences. First homograph is close, means shut. Please close the door before you leave. Second meaning is near. The school is close to my house. The next homograph is bat, which is an animal or a cricket bat. One day a bat entered in my room. Second one is I love to play with my bat. Next homograph is fly, means to move through the air. Birds fly in the sky. Next homograph is an insect, which is again a fly. It was repulsive to find a fly in my soup. Next homograph is left, which is direction. Do not turn left as there is dead end. Another meaning is past tense of leave. He left the house an hour ago. Next homograph is fan, which is an admirer. It is rare to find a person who isn't a Harry Potter fan. Another meaning for fan is a cooling device. You cannot switch on the fan in winters here. Children, your activity is to make a list of few more homographs, write the difference in their meanings, and construct the sentences. In our next video, we will be learning figure of speech pun, its usage in English language, and how does it make our write-up wonderful and humorous.